Okay, now to a very different kind of chaos. It's over at the Grove, and we're talking about thousands and thousands of young fans. So the question is, what caused all of this craziness? Well, the Jonas Brothers are in town, and today they got a free concert. So let's go to NBC4's Tony Ginyard. And Tony, I know you're live at the Grove right now, and I've got Pablo and I've got Mario. They're so excited about the Jonas Brothers. How about yourself? How are things out there?
You know something? I'd never even paid attention to the Jonas Brothers until today, but I got to tell you, these young men are really good. Hey, Andy, look behind me. The sign said the line starts here at 4 o'clock in the morning, but the line actually started long before 4 o'clock. Some fans even slept overnight. On one hand, you hear about this concert and say, what a good idea, a free concert at a very convenient location. On the other hand, you say, what are they thinking? There was some pushing and some shoving, but all in all, just a whole lot of fun. They walked on stage and were met with deafening screams. The Jonas Brothers in concert free. The response, 15,000 to 16,000 fans standing shoulder to shoulder in the courtyard of the Grove shopping mall. But to get to this point, they endured an ordeal.
I've been here for 22 hours. Me and my wife and my little girl, Victoria Burns, we spent the night here.
We're trying to stay up, and then we went to bed all this morning, and it was hard staying up, so. But it was worth it. It's worth it to see the Jonas Brothers.
It is, when you think of it, a risky plan. A hugely popular group, a free concert in a limited space.
When you treat these people with respect and tell them what we expect from them, they behave in that way. It's exciting to load them in. It's exciting at 4 in the morning when they come to line up. But once we get them in and they're enjoying that concert and the music's playing, I can enjoy myself.
The crowd was escorted inside in groups, orderly at first, and then
people are busting over barriers and stuff like that just to get at the Jonas Brothers. It's pretty crazy. And they just kind of barged in and just started running towards the gates and knocking people over and busting through the security guards. It's pretty crazy. I've never seen anything like that before in person.
And that craziness continued before the concert began. Every time the Jonas Brothers peered out of a window, their fans reacted. In the end, they got what they came for, even though a few concert goers got a bit overwhelmed. Now, an incredible amount of work and manpower goes into pulling off an event like this, and later in this broadcast, I'll give you another behind-the-scenes look and hear from the general manager here at how it all comes together. I'm Tony Ginyard reporting live from the Fairfax District. Andy, back to you in the studio.
Tony, I noticed that all the boys that are in your package right now, they all have the Jonas Brother hairdo, so it's catching on, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some good-looking kids in that story, huh?
Well, thanks, Tony. We'll check in with you in a bit. We start this half hour with the concert chaos at the Grove. The Jonas Brothers hit the stage for a, get this, a free concert. And we're talking about thousands and thousands of young fans just going crazy. Okay, let's go back to Tony Ginyard. And Tony, I understand that you are now a new Jonas Brothers fan.
You know something, I am a fan. They are really good. I understand why all of the fans, and I want to correct you on one thing. There were young fans, but there were some older fans as well in the crowd. A lot of moms and dads brought their youngsters out, and a lot of people in their 20s came to see them. You know, they kicked off their summer concert tour here at the Grove. You look at an event like this and you think about all of the things that could go wrong. We're talking 15,000 to 16,000 fans first lining the street overnight, and then the process of trying to move them into a relatively contained area inside the mall. Yeah, there was some pushing and shoving, but, you know, the organizers don't know how many people will show up, so they better have a plan in place for when they do. It's a situation the Grove is familiar with, having hosted concerts in the past. And the Grove general manager says it's all about what you don't see that makes a difference.
You don't see the 25 to 30 security guards. You don't see the fire inspector and coordination that we do with the LAPD, LAFD, the Department of Building and Safety to put up that stage. And all of this is on the same stage as what we would do with our Christmas show in November, but we did this in about a week and a half.
A week and a half that's a short period of time. It really is. The biggest problem that we could see had to deal with keeping the overflow crowd in place and out of the way of shoppers and diners who just happened to come to the Grove on the day that the Jonas Brothers were kicking off their summer concert tour, and many of those fans getting in the way, folks trying to just have a good time. I'm Tony Ginyard reporting live from the Grove. Back to you in the studio, Andy.
Thanks, Tony. It looks like a lot of fun.